stress right now that we cannot confirm what just happened. So we need to remain calm until we get some facts and understand the situation here. We're hoping for a press conference with the police chief. If the mayor wants to call in, we have an open invitation right now to hear from him. The governor, whoever. We'd like to hear from officials right now, though, to try and start piecing together this. Okay.
And we do know, Chris, this follows 2,000 federal agents being sent to the area just this week. And DHS, the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, was in Minneapolis. They called this the largest DHS operation ever, with all of our federal agents that were deployed to this area. So that certainly created some tension within the community. And that is where we are seeing, I think, all of these people show up to the area and voice their concerns. And you can just see with the number of people that keep on heading there. As Chris said, though, we really want to encourage everyone to remain calm. We are still working to gather all the facts for you. We are not going to bring you anything until we have it confirmed. Right.
Well, we've confirmed that there was a shooting, and it involved ICE in some way, shape, or form. It appeared to have involved those 3 vehicles there that Gordy just showed us. I do want to say quickly, though, that we've covered this for months now. And back on December 10th, we did a story with the police chief, Brian O'Hara, and he said he was frustrated at the time. Remember, it was happening down in Nicollet, and there was an incident where people came, they didn't know the information. Police, deputies didn't know who was being what.
There's been a few incidents.
Right. Well, the chief said that he called these tactics back then questionable, and he said they were unplanned. And he said they were putting everybody's safety at risk. Again, I'm not jumping to conclusions as to what happened this morning, but this is what he said on December 10th. Quote, from a tactical perspective, things could be well planned beforehand, both for the safety of law enforcement and the safety of people in our community, and that we wouldn't have to deal with so many stories after the fact, end quote, is what he said. And right now, we have a lapse in information on this story. And so we're trying to get those facts so we can convey them to the public.
This situation with these federal agents going into different parts of Minneapolis has been happening, as Chris said, at least for a month now. We have also seen it in St. Paul. I have talked with Mayor Melvin Carter myself about this, and he shared with me during one of the situations involving ICE at Brotex that they did not get any heads up or any communication from the federal agents. And we are hearing right now that we do have our reporter, Ian Russell, that is standing by right now. We have Gordon Severson out there, and now we have our Ian Russell. Ian, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. So can you explain exactly what you're seeing right now from your vantage point?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you guys can see us as well with how big everything has been down here. We're near the intersection of 34th and Portland, near one of the alleyways in between some of the houses. And Jason, let's go back this way. Straight down this way, down this road, that white truck you can see towards the end down there, I'm assuming you all can see this, there was just an interaction, a very tense interaction between some of the people who came out here to demonstrate and protest against federal immigration officials being here, and the immigration officials themselves. There was pepper spray. It still reeks of pepper spray in this area. It's kind of, itches the back of your throat right now. We weren't directly where it happened, but it's still, everywhere. You can smell it very clearly here. Multiple times did they fire off pepper spray. Multiple times they fire off paintballs. Protesters were throwing snowballs to them, which is kind of what led to some of that tense interaction between the crowds here. But as you can see, there is still a heavy group of people here at the intersection of 34th and Portland. This has only grown in the past hour or so that we have been here. All sorts of different people coming out and showing out against the immigration officials here. But as I said, it's this area here specifically where we just saw a lot of those pepper spray, pepper balls, things like that. As the immigration officials were sort of firing them towards the crowd here, guys.
All right. Thank you. Be safe there. What else are you seeing outside of that corner? So you have all this tape, Ian. We can see the tape that's around the crime scene there. What are they trying to do? Just keep people away from the tape? Are they trying to process the scene? Are there any arrests being made down there? It's difficult to see from up here.
Yeah, here. Jason, let's walk a little bit. So at this intersection, which is where we're heading to right now, this is where kind of things escalated a second ago. The immigration officials, ICE agents, were trying to get people to move so they can move cars out of the way. That's what led to a lot of that tense situations. Jason, if we go a little bit to our left here, a little bit towards our left, down this street here, which I believe is Portland.
Are you prepared? Scan the code on your screen now and never be in the dark again with the Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station.
It can charge my phone, right?
The Rescue Volt is a USB power bank, plus a flashlight, AM/FM, and weather-band emergency radio.
That's great and all, but I just wanted to make sure it will charge my phone.
It powers up 3 ways with built-in USB, solar panel, even a hand crank.
So you mean our phones will always be charged so we can still doom scroll in a power outage?
The Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station is travel-sized and ready for any emergency. And yes, it charges your phone too.
Okay, great, because I got to post to my socials.
It makes a great gift. Order now and get 50% off, plus free shipping. Scan the code on your screen and get your Rescue Volt 7-in-1 power station today.
KARE 11 Sunrise is on whenever you're up, because we're extending our coverage. Now you can watch an additional 2 hours from 7 to 9 on KARE 11 Plus.
Are you hearing anything like that from witnesses on the ground?
Yeah, a few witnesses when I first got here did mention that there was some sort of a car crash or some sort of a ramming incident. They didn't at that time.